Here's the 10 greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. Coming in at number 10, I went with Drew Brees. Drew Brees was a legend in the NFL. Starting with the San Diego Chargers in 2001, Brees quickly made a name for himself. He was selected to the Pro Bowl in 2004, showcasing his talent early on, despite concerns about his height. When he joined the New Orleans Saints in 2006, they knew they had something special. Brees transformed the Saints into a powerhouse. In 2009, he led them to their first ever Super Bowl victory in Super Bowl XLIV, earning the MVP honors for his performance. It was a magical season where he threw for 4,388 yards and 34 touchdowns, proving his worth on the biggest stage. But that was just the beginning. Brees' stats are the stuff of legend. He holds the NFL record for the most career pass completions with 7,142. His completion percentage of 67.7% is one of the highest in NFL history for quarterback with significant playing time. Brees wasn't just about precision, he was about volume too. He broke Dan Marino's single-season passing yard record in 2011 with 5,476 yards, which he held until Peyton Manning slightly edged him out. But Brees wasn't done. He did it again and again and again, becoming the only quarterback in NFL history to throw for over 5,000 yards in 5 different seasons. His touchdown passes, they're second only to Tom Brady. Brees threw 571 touchdown passes throughout his career, a testament to his consistency and longevity in the game. And talk about consistency. Brees had an incredible streak of 54 consecutive games with at least one touchdown pass, breaking Johnny Unitas' long-standing record. In terms of awards, Brees was selected to the Pro Bowl 13 times and was named the Offensive Player of the Year twice. His impact on the field was mirrored off it too, where he was known for his community work, especially in New Orleans, where he helped rebuild after Hurricane Katrina. Every game with Drew Brees was an event. He could light up the scoreboard with his arm, but it was his leadership and resilience that captured hearts. Even in his later years, like in 2018, at the age of 39, he was still breaking records, becoming the NFL's all-time leader in passing yards at that point. Drew Brees didn't just play football, he changed how it's played, leaving behind records that will be tough to beat and memories that will last forever in the hearts of football fans everywhere. But then at number 9, I went with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has had one of the most illustrious careers in NFL history. From the moment he stepped onto the field for the Green Bay Packers in 2005, it was clear he was no ordinary quarterback. He sat for 3 years, but when he got his chance in 2008, he didn't just fill shoes, he created his own legacy. Rodgers led the Packers to a Super Bowl victory in 2010, clinching Super Bowl XLV and earning the MVP honors. His performance was magical, throwing for 309 yards and 3 touchdowns in that game. But his crowning achievements came in the form of MVPs. Rodgers has been named the NFL MVP 4 times in 2011, 2014, 2020, and 2021, tying him with Peyton Manning for the second most MVPs in NFL history. His precision on the field is unmatched. Rodgers holds the career passer rating record at 103.1, showcasing his incredible accuracy and decision-making. He also has the best touchdown to interception ratio in NFL history at 4.52, with 503 touchdown passes against only 97 interceptions. Rodgers has thrown for 62,952 yards in his career, placing him among the elite in terms of passing yardage. His single-season passer rating record of 122.5 from 2011 still stands as the highest ever. He's also known for his streak of 402 consecutive passes without an interception, a record that speaks volumes about his care with the football. The accolades just keep coming. Rodgers has been selected to 10 Pro Bowls and named first-team All-Pro 4 times. His ability to throw from unconventional angles and make off script plays has made him a fan favorite and a nightmare for defenses. Even when faced with adversity, like injuries, Rodgers showed resilience. In 2013, he returned from a broken collarbone to lead the Packers on a playoff run. His leadership and play under pressure set him apart, often pulling off victories in the final minutes or overtime. Rodgers isn't just about stats and awards, he's about moments. Whether it's his famous Hail Mary passes or his clutch performances in critical games, Aaron Rodgers has etched his name into NFL lore as one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game. His blend of talent, composure, and sheer football IQ has made every game he plays a spectacle. But at number 8, I said Dan Marino. Dan Marino's career was an electrifying chapter in NFL history, and it's impossible not to get excited talking about his achievements. From the moment he joined the Miami Dolphins in 1983, Marino changed the quarterback game forever. His rookie season was just a teaser of what was to come, throwing for over 2,200 yards. But it was his second season that truly announced his arrival. In 1984, Marino threw for an unprecedented 5,050 yards, setting a then NFL record for passing yards in a single season that stood for over 2 decades. He also threw 48 touchdown passes that year, another record at the time. This performance earned him the NFL MVP award, and it was clear that Marino was here to redefine quarterback play. Throughout his career, Marino accumulated 61,361 passing yards, placing him among the all-time greats. He threw for 420 touchdown passes, showcasing his arm strength and accuracy. His career completion percentage was 60.3%, which was top tier in his era. Marino's speed in decision-making and his quick release were legendary. He was known for his ability to read defenses and get the ball out before the rush could get to him, which was crucial in an era where defenses were allowed more physical play. His 9 Pro Bowl selections and 3 first-team All-Pro honors speak volumes about his consistent excellence. One of the most memorable aspects of Marino's career was his ability to lead comebacks. He holds the record for the most fourth-quarter comebacks with 36, showing his clutch gene. Despite never winning a Super Bowl, his performances in big games were often heroic, like his performance in Super Bowl 95, where he threw for 317 yards in a losing effort. Marino's influence extended beyond his play. He changed how teams approach the passing game, leading to a more pass-oriented NFL. His impact on the game's strategy was profound, with teams beginning to draft and develop quarterbacks who could emulate his style. His career ended in 1999, but not before leaving a legacy that still shapes the game today. Dan Marino was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2005, a testament to his impact and the awe-inspiring numbers he put up. His career was a showcase of what could be achieved with a powerful arm, quick mind, and an unyielding competitive spirit. And then at 7, I said Brett Favre. Brett Favre's time in the NFL was like a roller coaster. From his debut with the Atlanta Falcons in 1991 to his legendary tenure with the Green Bay Packers, Favre was the epitome of durability and passion for the game. His career was filled with moments that made you hold your breath, cheer, and sometimes shake your head in disbelief. When the Packers traded for Favre in 1992, they got more than they bargained for. He became the starting quarterback in 1993, and from there, he embarked on an incredible journey. Favre played in 321 consecutive games, setting an NFL record for the most consecutive starts by a quarterback. His toughness and love for the game were unmatched. Favre's stats are a testament to his longevity and productivity. He threw for 71,838 yards over his career, making him one of the highest yardage accumulators in NFL history. His touchdown passes, an impressive 509, which was the record until others surpassed it. But what really set Favre apart was his gunslinger mentality. He threw 336 interceptions, showing he was never afraid to take risks. His accolades are numerous. 3 consecutive NFL MVP awards from 1995 to 1997, which is a feat matched by few. He led the Packers to a Super Bowl victory, where he was also named the MVP, throwing for 2 touchdowns and running for 1. Favre's career wasn't just about numbers, it was about moments. His Monday Night Miracle in 2002, where he led the Packers back from a 22-point deficit against the Oakland Raiders, is etched in football lore. His ability to make something out of nothing, his arm strength, and his resilience in the face of adversity made every game he played a must-watch event. After leaving the Packers, Favre had stints with the New York Jets and Minnesota Vikings, where he continued to show flashes of brilliance. His final year with the Vikings in 2009 saw him throw for 4,200 yards and 33 touchdowns, leading the team to the NFC Championship game. Brett Favre wasn't just a quarterback. He was a force of nature, bringing an energy to the field that was infectious. His induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2014 was a fitting tribute to a career that was as unpredictable as it was awe-inspiring. Favre's legacy is one of grit, heart, that will be remembered forever. But following him At 6, I said John Elway. John Elway's career in the NFL is the stuff of legends. From his debut with the Denver Broncos in 1983, Elway was destined for greatness. Known for his powerful arm and incredible athleticism, he quickly became one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the league. Elway's career was marked by his ability to lead comebacks. He holds the record for the most game-winning drives with 46, a testament to his clutch performance when the pressure was on. His nickname, the Comeback Kid, was well-earned, especially during the 1980s, when he led the Broncos to 3 Super Bowl appearances, though they fell short each time. But it was in the 90s where Elway truly cemented his legacy. In 1997 and 1998, he led the Broncos to back-to-back Super Bowl victories. Super Bowl X and 3, finally getting his rings. In Super Bowl X3, Elway was named the MVP after throwing for 336 yards and 1 touchdown, along with a crucial rushing touchdown. Over his career, Elway threw for 51,475 yards and 300 touchdowns. His rushing ability was also a significant part of his game, accumulating 3,410 rushing yards and 33 rushing touchdowns, which was quite rare for quarterbacks of his era. His durability and consistency are reflected in his stats. Elway started in 234 of his 235 games, showing his commitment to being on the field for his team. His leadership and competitive spirit earned him 9 Pro Bowl selections and 1 first-team All-Pro nod. One of the defining moments of his career was the drive in the 1986 AFC Championship game against the Cleveland Browns. Elway orchestrated a 98-yard drive in the final minutes to tie the game, eventually leading to a win in overtime that sent the Broncos to the Super Bowl. After retiring following the 1998 season, Elway was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2004. His impact on the game extended beyond playing. He returned to the Broncos as an executive, leading the team to further success. John Elway's career was about more than just numbers. It was about heart, resilience, and an unparalleled will to win. His journey from a young quarterback with a cannon for an arm to a Super Bowl winning legend has left an indelible mark on the NFL, making him one of the all-time greats whose legacy continues to inspire. But now we got the top 5. This is where it gets good. And at 5, Johnny Unitas. Johnny Unitas, known affectionately as Johnny U, wasn't just a quarterback. He was the embodiment of what a quarterback should be in the golden era of football. From his days with the Baltimore Colts, Unitas transformed the quarterback position and left a legacy that's still revered today. Starting his NFL career in 1956, after being cut by the Pittsburgh Steelers, Unitas found his home with the Colts. It didn't take long for him to show the world what he was capable of. By 1957, he threw for 2,550 yards, leading the league. And this was just the beginning of a career that would change football forever. Unitas's most iconic moment came during the 1958 NFL Championship game, famously known as the greatest game ever played. Against the New York Giants, Unitas led the Colts to victory in sudden death overtime, the first of its kind in NFL history. His performance included 3 touchdown passes, setting the stage for his legendary status. This game, broadcast to a massive television audience, helped popularize the NFL and showcased Unitas's clutch ability. Over his career, Unitas threw for 40,239 yards, a number that was astronomical for his time, and he tossed 290 touchdown passes. But what set him apart was his consistency. Unitas held the record for the most consecutive games with at least 1 touchdown pass at 47, a record that stood for nearly half a century. His leadership was instrumental in the Colts' success, leading them to 3 NFL championships in 1958, 1959, and 1968. Although he didn't play in Super Bowl III due to injury, his influence was undeniable, and he returned to play in Super Bowl V, where the Colts finally won their first Super Bowl. Unitas was a 3-time NFL MVP, winning the award in 1959, 1964, and 1967. His precision, leadership, and ability to read defenses were unmatched. He was known for his no-huddle offense, which was revolutionary at the time, and his high-waisted pants became as iconic as his play. His accolades include 10 Pro Bowl selections and 5 first-team All-Pro honors. Unitas was also part of the NFL's All-Decade team for the 1960s. His impact on the game was so profound that he was named the greatest quarterback of all time by by the NFL Network in 2006, over 50 years after his debut. After retiring in 1973, Johnny Unitas continued to influence football, working as a broadcaster and staying involved with the game he loved. His number 19 was retired by the Colts, and he was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1979, a testament to his impact on the sport. Unitas was more than stats. He was the spirit of football in an era where the quarterback position was evolving. His precision passing, work ethic, and competitive spirit made him a legend. His story is one of perseverance, from being cut by one team to becoming one of the greatest to ever play the game. Johnny Unitas didn't just play football, he helped define it, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire players and fans alike. But at number 4, Peyton Manning, or as he says, Painting Manning. But from his debut with the Indianapolis Colts in 1998 to his storied final seasons with the Denver Broncos, Manning's journey is one of the most celebrated in sports history. Manning was an immediate sensation, breaking the record for the most touchdown passes by a rookie with 26 in his first year. His early career was a prelude to what would become a career filled with accolades. By the end of his time in Indianapolis, Manning had thrown for 54,828 yards and 399 touchdowns, leading the Colts to a Super Bowl victory in XLI in 2007, where he was named MVP. His precision, intelligence, and ability to read defenses made him a quarterback like no other. Manning's famous Omaha call became synonymous with his pre-snap reads and adjustments, showcasing his mastery over the game's strategy. He holds the NFL record for the most MVP awards with 5, securing them in 2003, 2004, 2008, 2009, and 2013. Injuries, particularly the neck surgery that sidelined him for the entire 2011 season, tested Manning's resilience, but his comeback was nothing short of miraculous. After being released by the Colts, he signed with the Denver Broncos in 2012. Here, he revitalized his career, leading the Broncos to another Super Bowl win in XL8, where he again earned MVP honors despite throwing for an unprecedented 7 touchdowns in the game, a Super Bowl record. Manning's stats with the Broncos were equally impressive, adding 17,119 yards and 140 touchdowns to his tally before retiring after the 2015 season. His career total passing yards reached 71,940. Making him one of the all-time leaders in passing. His record for the most touchdown passes in a career stands at 539, a testament to his scoring ability. Throughout his career, Manning was selected to 14 Pro Bowls, named first-team All-Pro 7 times, and his influence extended beyond the field. He was known for his football IQ, his work ethic in film study, and his leadership in the huddle. His impact on the game also includes helping to usher in a new era of quarterback play where mental acuity was as valued as physical talent. Manning's legacy is also marked by his sportsmanship and public persona, making him one of the most marketable athletes of his time. His Saturday Night Live hosting, numerous commercials, and charitable work through the Payback Foundation have left a broad cultural impact. When he retired in 2015, Manning left behind a legacy of records, including most Pro Bowl selections for a quarterback, most passing yards in a season with 5,477 in 2011, and the most games with 400 or more passing yards. His number 18 was retired by both the Colts and Broncos, and he was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2021. Peyton Manning wasn't just a quarterback. He was a football genius whose career redefined what it means to lead a team. His journey from a rookie phenom to a seasoned veteran, overcoming adversity to achieve new heights, is a story of dedication, intelligence, and an unrelenting passion for the game that will be celebrated for generations. But then after him, at number 3, I went Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has burst onto the NFL scene, not just as a player, but as a supernova of talent, redefining what it means to be a quarterback in today's game. Since joining the Kansas City Chiefs in 2017, Mahomes has been on a trajectory that many predict will see him among the all-time greats. Mahomes' introduction to the NFL was spectacular. In his first season as a starter in 2018, he threw for 5,070 yards and 50 touchdowns, breaking multiple records and earning him the NFL MVP award. His performance was so exceptional that he became only the second player to win both the MVP and the Super Bowl in the same season, leading the Chiefs to victory in Super Bowl Live in 2020 with a clutch performance that included 2 touchdown passes, one in the final minutes of the game. His style of play is a blend of arm strength, creativity, and an almost uncanny ability to make plays out of broken ones. Mahomes has thrown for over 25,000 passing yards in his first 6 seasons with an explosive 225 touchdowns, showcasing not only his arm, but his football IQ. His career passer rating is an impressive 105.7, one of the highest in NFL history for quarterbacks with significant playing time. Beyond his stats, Mahomes has redefined the quarterback position with his agility and improvisation. His no-look passes, sidearm throws, and ability to throw accurately from various arm angles have become a spectacle. His mobility adds another dimension. He's rushed for over 1,500 yards and 21 touchdowns, making him a dual-threat quarterback in an era where such versatility is highly prized. Mahomes has been selected to the Pro Bowl 5 times in his first 6 seasons and named first-team All-Pro twice. His accolades include multiple AFC Offensive Player of the Year awards and leading the league in passing touchdowns multiple times. His leadership has been pivotal in transforming the Chiefs into a perennial contender, with appearances in 4 Super Bowls in 5 years, winning 2. One of his most memorable performances came in the AFC Championship game in 2019 against the Tennessee Titans, where he orchestrated a comeback from a 24-point deficit, throwing for 443 yards and 3 touchdowns in the process. Off the field, Mahomes' influence extends through his massive contract, making him one of the highest-paid athletes in sports history, and his charitable work, particularly in education and youth sports. His personality, competitive spirit, and love for the game have endeared him to fans and peers alike, making him a brand ambassador for the NFL. His chemistry with Coach Andy Reid has been instrumental in his success, with Reid's innovative offensive schemes perfectly complementing Mahomes' skills. Together, they've created an offense that's often a step ahead of defenses, utilizing Mahomes' ability to extend plays and make the extraordinary seem routine. While it's still early in his career, Patrick Mahomes has already cemented his place as one of the defining quarterbacks of his generation. His combination of talent, work ethic, and leadership suggests that his legacy will only grow, potentially eclipsing the records and accolades of those who came before him. As he continues to evolve, the NFL watches with bated breath to see just how far this young quarterback can take the Chiefs and how many more records he'll break along the way. But then following him, at number 2, I said Joe Montana. Joe Montana, known as Joe Cool or the Comeback Kid, is often heralded as one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. His career with the San Francisco 49ers and later with the Kansas City Chiefs was marked by clutch performances, Super Bowl victories, and a coolness under pressure that became the stuff of legend. Montana's NFL journey began when he was drafted by the 49ers in 1979. However, it wasn't until 1980 that he became the starting quarterback under Coach Bill Walsh's innovative West Coast offense. This system, with Montana at the helm, revolutionized the game, emphasizing short passes and precision, which played perfectly to Montana's strengths. His defining moment came in the 1981 NFC Championship game against the Dallas Cowboys. Down by 6 points, with less than a minute left, Montana led what's now known as the Cat, throwing a touchdown pass to Dwight Clark to win the game and send the 49ers to their first Super Bowl. This was just the beginning of Montana's Super Bowl legacy. He would go on to lead the 49ers to 4 Super Bowl victories, earning MVP honors in 3 of those games. Montana's Super Bowl performances are legendary. In Super Bowl 53, he led a 92-yard drive in the final minutes to secure the win against the Cincinnati Bengals, showcasing his ability to perform when it mattered most. His career Super Bowl passer rating of 127.8 remains the highest in NFL history for quarterbacks with at least 100 pass attempts in the Super Bowl. Throughout his career, Montana threw for 40,551 yards and 273 touchdowns, maintaining a career passer rating of 93.5, which was exceptional for his era. His ability to read defenses, make quick decisions, and deliver accurate passes under pressure made him the prototype for the modern quarterback. Montana's career was also about longevity and durability. Despite numerous injuries, including a severe concussion and back issues, he continued to perform at an elite level. His 3 NFL MVP awards in 1989, 1990, and Joe Montana's legacy isn't just in the numbers or the rings. It's in every quarterback who ever watched him play and learned what it means to stay composed under the brightest lights. His career is a testament to the idea that in football, as in life, it's not just about how you start, but how you finish. And Montana finished with a style that's still celebrated today. But then lastly, of course, number 1, Tom Brady. Tom Brady, universally recognized as the GOAT, has a career in the NFL that transcends the sport itself. From his debut with the New England Patriots in 2000 to his legendary run with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Brady has redefined excellence, longevity, and success in professional football. Brady's journey began as a 6th-round draft pick, an unlikely start for someone who would go on to dominate the game for over 2 decades. His breakout came in 2001 when Drew Bledsoe was injured, and Brady stepped in, leading the Patriots to an improbable Super Bowl victory in Super Bowl XXXX. This was the first of many, but it was his poise and leadership that foreshadowed his greatness. Over his career, Brady has won an unprecedented 7 Super Bowls, more than any franchise in NFL history. His Super Bowl wins include 6 with the Patriots and 1 with the Buccaneers in LV, where he earned his 5th Super Bowl MVP award. These victories were not just about the team, but about Brady's performances under the harshest spotlight, often orchestrating comebacks or leading with pinpoint accuracy. His statistics are mind-boggling. Brady has thrown for 89,214 yards and 649 touchdowns, both NFL records. His career completion percentage stands at 64.8%, and his passer rating is 97.6. Again, records for quarterbacks with extensive playing time. His durability is equally impressive. He played into his 44th season, showcasing not just physical, but mental endurance. Brady's journey wasn't without controversy, most notably Deflategate and Spygate, which brought scrutiny but never tarnished his on-field achievements. His ability to bounce back from these incidents, coupled with his consistent performance year after year, only added to his legend. Beyond the numbers, Brady's impact includes transforming teams around him. With the Patriots, he was part of a dynasty under coach Bill Belichick, but his move to the Buccaneers at age 43 and immediately leading them to a Super Bowl win in his first season, that proved his individual greatness. His leadership, work ethic, and meticulous preparation have been the cornerstone of his success, influencing countless players and coaches. Brady has been named NFL MVP 3 times, in 2007, 2012, and 2017, and he holds numerous NFL records, from most career wins by a quarterback to most playoff games won. His accolades include 15 Pro Bowl selections and 3 first-team All-Pro honors. His Brady diet and fitness regimen have become topics of interest, showcasing how his approach to health has contributed to his longevity. Off the field, Brady has built a significant brand, with endorsements, documentaries, and now his interest in team ownership, further extending his influence in sports and culture. Brady's career is not just about records, it's about moments. The tuck rule game, the 1-yard short game, the 28-3 Super Bowl comeback, and countless others where he turned games around. His ability to perform in the most critical situations has earned him the moniker, the Comeback King. Tom Brady isn't just a quarterback, he's an era. His name is synonymous with success, resilience, and leadership. As the GOAT, Brady's legacy is one of transforming the game, setting standards that might never be reached again, and proving that with determination, the impossible becomes possible. His story is not just football, it's history.